The book of Revelation, the most misinterpreted book of all time. A tragedy in the church today is how Revelation has been so narrowly and incorrectly interpreted with this obsessive focus on end times. Because of this, the church has missed the fact that Revelation contains many profound truths and encouragements concerning the Christian life and discipleship. The issue is, today, instead of people going to the Old Testament to define what the allusions and symbols of Revelation mean, many rely on current events to interpret what those allusions and symbols mean. Many rely on social media pastors and influencers, which only leads to fear-based false teaching. If I had to sum up the book of Revelation in one sentence, it would not be this: God gave us revelation so we could predict the end of the world. Instead, it would be this: God rules history and will bring it to its consummation in Jesus Christ. So how are Christians to interpret the book of Revelation? Well, there are three main schools of interpretation worth noting. First is the preterist view, which sees Revelation as being fulfilled in the first century. This view holds that Revelation is a prophecy of the fall of Jerusalem in AD 70, and that everything in the book has already been fulfilled. But based on the date this letter was written, it is highly unlikely that this can be, since Revelation would have been written 20 years after the destruction of Jerusalem in AD 70. With this interpretation, Revelation is only relevant to first century Christians. Second is the futurist view. According to the futurist view, Israel is restored to its own land immediately prior to chapter 4. Then and only then, the following events unfold in this order. The church is raptured into heaven. There is a 7-year tribulation. The reign of the Antichrist begins. The nations gather together to make war against Jerusalem. Christ returns and defeats the nations. Christ rules during a literal 1,000-year millennium. Satan gathers together unbelievers at the end of the millennium to fight against Jesus, and Jesus defeats the devil and begins his eternal reign in heaven. There are a few problems with this view. First, there isn't one mention in the Bible of the geographical restoration of Israel to its land, nor any pre-tribulation rapture of the church. Second, those who follow this interpretation are constantly changing their interpretation of historical events to make what is currently happening fit into the pattern. In short, the Bible is interpreted through the lens of modern current events instead of the Bible itself. Third, those who follow the futurist view keep the Bible in one hand and a newspaper in the other, while living in a state of constant anxiety. With this interpretation, Revelation is only relevant to end-time Christians. Thirdly is the idealist view, which sees Revelation not as specific historical or future events, but as a symbolic representation of the ongoing, timeless struggle between good and evil, God and Satan. The idealist view follows the recapitulation position, which holds that the various series of judgments, the 7 seals, 7 trumpets, and 7 bowls, are different descriptions of the same events. The pattern is identical within each series. Toward the end of each series, there is a description of judgment followed by a depiction of salvation. I like to think of it this way: recapitulation is essentially the same story being told again and again from different vantage points. It is like instant replay in sports when a TV timeout is taken, and there is a play that is shown over and over and over from different angles to get a better idea of what happened. I see the same here in Revelation. What we see over and over is God's people under fire, and Jesus coming to deal with evil, to vindicate his name, and establish his kingdom once and for all. And God slows things down and gives us different vantage points of the same story so that we can properly understand it. With this interpretation, Revelation is relevant to Christians of all ages. I see Revelation through the lens of the idealist and as a picture book that is referring to certain universal realities, and with this interpretation, Revelation has value for every Christian in every age, in every time, in every location, and in every situation.